Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In today's video, I will be sharing with you my 7 tips to keep your home clean when you have a toddler or a child. As you may know, I have a 20-month-old daughter and am currently expecting our second child. Keeping a home clean has definitely always been a challenge, but when you have a toddler, it is that much more hard to keep everything in place. So if you're interested in learning how I manage to keep my home clean with a toddler, make sure you keep watching. So my first tip would be for you to make your bed each and every morning. Doing this allows you to feel accomplished, and it's such an easy task that makes such a big difference. So when I feel that my bed is made and the room just feels clean, I am ready to go for the day, and I am more motivated to get the rest of the house cleaned. And I know this may not seem very feasible each and every morning, but if you try to do your best, I assure you, you could shave 5 minutes or so out of your mornings to make sure you accomplish your bed. My second tip is to clean as you go. So instead of waiting till the evening to do the massive pile of dishes in the sink, clean them as you go. Small tasks are very easy to accomplish compared to bigger tasks, especially when you have a toddler, because when they need a constant attention, you taking out 1 hour out of the day to clean that massive pile of dishes is harder for them to handle than you taking 15 minutes throughout the day, 15 minutes for breakfast, lunch, and then dinner. It's easier for them to allow you to get the job done. The third step is to teach your toddler or child to help you out with small tasks. I know this can vary depending on the child's age, but if you start them early with small little tasks, they are more likely to help you once they grow older, and therefore will be easier for you to keep your home clean. Kaylee is only 20 months old, like I said, but I have her do a few things here and there so that she can help me and start learning about discipline and cleaning after herself. So she helps me clean her toys when I ask her to. Maybe sometimes she needs a little direction and I'll go ahead and show her how to do it or what it is that I want her to do. And then once I show her, she has no problem going and doing it for herself. And even though she might not be doing the perfect job at cleaning, it is so much easier for me to clean when she's entertained doing her own little cleaning. And it's also so cute to watch. So yeah, having your toddler involved in the cleaning task makes everything much easier. Except for just one place that I have a pet peeve allowing a child to help, which is the restroom, because I think that's probably the dirtiest room in the house. So that's the only place that I try not to ask her for help, but the rest of the house is pretty much fair game, and I ask her to do small tasks that I think she can do, and she does great at them. So maybe if you ask your child or teach them a little, they'll go ahead and help you with it. So it's worth a try. And in the long run, whether it's a boy or a girl, it doesn't matter. It never hurts to teach them some discipline and learn how to clean at the same time. Tip number 4 is to hold your child's hand and take a walk as you vacuum or sweep. I like to do this with Kaylee because she enjoys holding my hand and walking alongside me, and while I'm vacuuming and actually getting things cleaned, I'm simply talking to her, asking her a few questions, and it's a nice bonding time while I'm actually cleaning. So she doesn't even realize it, but we're getting 2 things done at the same time, and what more can you ask for? But yeah, this little trick actually works. So if you haven't tried it out, ask your child to see if they'll want to go for a little walk. However, I have found this to be easier to do when you have a vacuum or a mop that can be used only with one hand, because a regular mop and broom requires both hands, so then that does not leave you with a free hand to hold your child's hand. So that's the only thing with this tip. But if you have the opportunity to get a cordless stick vacuum or a steam mop like the one I have, I truly recommend it because it will be a lifesaver and allow you to clean while keeping your toddler entertained as well. So my 5th tip for you would be to try and clean in the mornings if at all possible. At this time, your child has had a long night's sleep, so chances are they're in a better mood to allow you to do your cleaning. And if you're able to get everything accomplished in the morning, you have all the afternoon and the evening to run any errands, play with your children, cook dinner, or anything else that you need to do. My 6th tip is to have a designated location for your child to eat. So rather than allowing them to eat on the sofa or just walk around with a snack container or a bottle in their hands, to have a designated spot such as a high chair or a little table where they can sit at and have their meals without making a mess throughout the house. This is what I do with Kaylee, and it has worked wonders for us. And I couldn't tell you how much easier it is to keep your home clean without having to worry about the random food particles around the house. My seventh tip would be to remove your shoes at the door. And this may be a little hard for some people to get used to, but believe me, it is not that difficult once you start getting into the habit of doing it. And it really takes the same amount of time to take your shoes off and put them on at the door than it does any other place. The only difference is the location. And this little tiny difference makes the biggest impact in keeping your home clean, because if you keep the dirt out of your home, then there's not much cleaning to do now, is there? If you think about it for a little bit, when you go outside, what all do you not step in? You might step in some gum and some oil, anything that's on the ground that you walked over, and then you're coming back home, and if you have your shoes on, you're tracking all that back into your home. So leaving your shoes at the door is so important, especially when you're raising a child, because if you're anything like me and you have a child who is learning to crawl, the last thing you want is for them to be crawling on dirty floor and having that dirt stick to their little tiny hands that they put in their mouths very often. So just think about that. That is not very sanitary. So instead, we walk around in our socks or using house slippers. And this goes for any visitors that come to our house. I actually have a little sign at the door asking them to please remove their shoes as they walk through the door. And if they do not want to do that, this may be a little extra, but I do have some booties that they can slip over top their shoes in case they don't want to take their shoes off. So there you have it, my 7 tips for keeping your home clean. But I have one extra added tip that I'd like to include, and that is to remember that your kids are only little for so long. And although the days may seem long, the years are short. So if there's any day where you find yourself not being able to clean what you wanted to clean, just remember that your kids deserve some quality time and the cleaning can wait. So just go ahead and take that extra moment to hug your child, tell them how much you love them, and appreciate the time, because in a matter of years they'll be out of your home and you'll be yearning to have that little kid at home with that messy chaos that they used to create. And that is all for today, so thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give us a like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!